Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show that makes big winners out of the lowest scorers. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Sammy. This is my husband Graham, and we're from Marlow.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Bella, and this is my friend Gina, and we're from northwest London.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Luke. I'm from Manchester, and this is my friend Marcus from Liverpool.
And finally, couple number four.
Hello, I'm Simon. This is my wife Louise, and we live in West Norfolk.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much indeed, all of you. A very warm welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you all here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, a comedian who likes to throw dinner parties. If I could host a dream party with only 5 guests, living or dead, I think I'd go for living ones. It's my pointless friend. It is Tom Allen.
Great to be here at the table. I do like a nicely laid table.
Yes, so do I. I couldn't agree more.
Nice way to add a bit of ceremony to the day, isn't it?
Quite right. Days need ceremony.
I think so. And what better ceremony than this church service we call Pointless?
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Sam and Niall got through to the final last time, and they did not take the jackpot home with them. So we add another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,250. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. It's only right that I remind you that the players with the highest scores at the end of each round will be eliminated. So, yes, just remember that before you give your answers and keep your scores as low as you possibly can, and everything should be great. Best of luck to everybody. Now, our first category today is Pop Legends. Can you all decide in your pairs who wants to go first, who wants to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many of Radio 2's ultimate ABBA songs as they could, Tom.
In 2024, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of ABBA's Eurovision win, BBC Radio 2 asked listeners to vote for their favourite ABBA song. Listeners voted for their top 30 songs from a shortlist of 45, made up of ABBA's UK top 40 singles, plus a selection of other songs chosen by a panel of ABBA experts. I know you might have been one of them. We'd like you to name any of the songs that made the top 30 of the listeners' vote.
Thank you very much indeed. So there we are. Graham, welcome to Pointless. Terrific to have you with us. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Graham. I'm from Marlow. I'm a vicar in a church in Marlow. Marlow Bottom, actually. I'd love to say Bottom on the BBC. So, yes, we live in Marlow Bottom.
And is it a lovely church in Marlow Bottom?
The people are fantastic. The church is a bit 1960s Scout Hut, so not so nice. But the people in it are fantastic.
And that's what matters.
Yes. And actually, while we're here, can I give a shout-out to Mary?
No, I'm afraid you can't. Of course you can.
Yes. Good. She is your biggest fan and watches every show. She's one of our older members, but an absolute star, and so she'll be very pleased to get a mention.
Mary. Well, there we are. Thank you. Now, Graham, ABBA.
I think, whether it's exactly right or not, Lay All Your Love on Me.
Lay all your love on me, says Graham. Should we see how many of our 100 people said that? Lay all your love on me. It's right. And look at that, down it goes to 4. This is a terrific start to not only to the round, but also to the show. Graham, well done you.
Well done, Graham. 19th on the list there. It wasn't initially planned to be released as a single, so no music video was made for it.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Now then, Bella, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here. Will you introduce yourself to the room and indeed to the country?
Yeah, so my name is Bella, and I'm from northwest London, and I'm a social media manager, so I make lots of TikToks.
There we are. What kind of TikToks do you make?
Yeah, so I make them for, like, businesses, so I have to, like, promote their products. But it looks a bit weird because I, like, walk around public spaces just, like, filming, and people think you're a bit weird because you're just lip-syncing in the middle of nowhere.
So what if you're filming yourself? Do you have a stick?
I yell at my mum in the street to get the right angle.
Oh, so she is your camera operator?
Yeah, she's kind of
see.
scared of me now.
Yeah, I bet. And now, Bella, what ABBA song are you going to nominate from this list?
I'm going to go with Dancing Queen. I know it's a bit basic, but yeah.
OK, let's see what happens when we go for Dancing Queen. Bella, it's right. 48 for Dancing Queen.
It came first in the Radio 2 listener poll. ABBA's biggest-selling song in the UK shifted more than 1 million. More than 1 million copies. It was also their only chart topper in the United States.
They were big in America, though, presumably. They must have had a following there.
I don't know.
Thank you.
You asked me questions, but I didn't know the answer.
Well, I don't know.
So
I didn't really want the real answer. I just wanted your supposition.
I think they were huge in America.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. And now then, Luke. Welcome back to Pointless.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit more about yourself, Luke.
So, as Marcus mentioned, I play power chair football as well with him. But I am more of a developmental coach. So we get a lot of young disabled people that come through the doors that basically, you know, they don't know what's available to them or what opportunities they've got to be able to get involved in competitive sport. So my club, Greenbank, who we both play for, we allow those opportunities for those young adults to try and get into disability sport.
But that must be amazing for them. They must start to think, oh, look, that's a fabulous hobby, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
It enriches lives, and, you know, it's
Yeah.
just it's not just the sport as well, it's a social thing, you know, it gets them out of the house and doing things and meeting new people and friends.
Good. Luke, are you an ABBA fan?
Not particularly, no.
But you are aware
I've got
of the combo.
Yeah, I'm aware, I'm aware of the combo.
What would you like to go for?
Don't know if it's right, but I'm going to say voulez-vous.
Voulez-vous, says Luke. Shall we see how many of our 100 said voulez-vous? Voulez-vous is right. 48 is our high score, and you pass it with voulez-vous. Down and down and down and down. It goes to 5. This is terrific. Very well done indeed. 5 for voulez-vous.
Great choice, Luke. 14th on the list. Also the title track of their 1979 album, the disco-flavoured song Voulez-vous, has a backing track that was recorded in Miami, Florida, not in Sweden.
No.
So further evidence that they did have a big presence in America.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Now, we come to you, Louise. Welcome back to Pointless. Lovely to have you with us again. Tell us more about yourself, Louise.
OK, so last time I told you that I've been in the pub trade for 40 years.
Yes.
But I actually have a miniature pub at home.
How miniature? Will you say that?
Miniatures of 1/12 scale.
OK.
So when I first met Simon, his mum Brenda was really into dolls' houses. So we sort of, you know, got together and went to shows and that together. So over the years, I've got a cafe, a cake shop. I've done up my childhood bungalow. And I also have a pub called the No One's Inn.
Nice. Yeah, I love that. Well, no one, they would be, but they just don't fit.
Yes.
Fabulous. Louise, so we are looking for these ABBA songs. What are you going to go for?
Well, I do like ABBA.
This is good.
I'm not going to go with my favourites. I think that'd be too high. So I'm going to go with Does Your Mother Know?
Does Your Mother Know, says Louise. Should we find out how many of our 100 said that? Does Your Mother Know is right. 48 is our high score, 4 is our low. You passed the high score. 8 for Does Your Mother Know?
Yes. 18th on the list. A rare example of an ABBA single where neither of the women take lead vocals. It's Bjorn doing most of the singing on that one.
I'm not sure I'd know whose voice was whose.
I just assume they always speak as a 4.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't...
Yes.
They just have that sound.
Yes.
Sort of upbeat Europop.
Anyway, there we are. Yes, thank you very much indeed, Tom. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 4, the best score of the past. Very well done indeed, Graham, and indeed Sammy. And we travel from there to 5, which is where we find Luke and Marcus. And from there to 8, where we find Louise and Simon. And from there to 48, where we find Bella and Gina. So, yeah, you're a little bit ahead. But Gina, your ABBA expertise is going to come to the fore in the next pass. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? There we are. Now, Simon, remember, we're looking for any ABBA song that appeared on this list of Radio 2's 30 ultimate ABBA songs. Welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you with us again, Simon. And let's hear a little bit more about you.
OK, I'm a keen fisherman when I get the chance. That usually involves trips to France with my youngest son and my brother. And we fish 24 hours a day for a week.
Is that what you do in shifts?
No. You basically camp at the side of a lake and you fish 24 hours a day through the night.
Through the night. So one of you sort of got the fishing line tied to their big toe.
Everyone's fishing. You have alarms, so if you're asleep and it goes off, you jump up with a fright, fall over. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds fun. Simon, you are on 8, 39 or less. Gets you into round 2.
I'm going to say Chiquitita.
Chiquitita,
Yeah.
says Simon. Here is your red line. Shall we see if we can get you below that red line with Chiquitita? Chiquitita is right.
Did you?
Yeah.
Gets you through to round 2, and it goes down to 14. Very well done indeed, taking your total up to 22.
Chiquitita, or as Terry Wogan used to call it, take your teeth out. No, he's going, take your teeth out, tell me what's wrong. What, Terry Wogan, I think, referred to it. 13th on the list, it was recorded to be performed at a benefit concert at the UN, at the General Assembly, with royalties from the song donated to UNICEF. So ABBA haven't earned a penny from that song. Chiquitita.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Now then, Marcus, welcome back to Point. It's great to have you with us a second time. Tell us a bit more about yourself.
So, apart from football, I like to play poker as well. And that's actually where me and Luke become close friends.
How often do you play? Is there a poker school?
Every day.
Every night?
Yeah.
Are you all pretty much of a level, or is there one person who always wins?
There's some pro players, but then there's some, we call them fish, and they're not very good, so, yeah.
So, yeah, you hook them in.
Yeah.
OK, Marcus, you're on 5, which means 42 or less gets you through to the next round.
I think I only know one song remaining. I think Gimme, Gimme, Gimme.
Gimme, 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 says Marcus. You get a red line, and it comes in nice and high. Let's see if we can get you below that with Gimme, Gimme, Gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gets you into round 2. Down it goes to 19, take your total up to 24.
Gimme, 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 brackets, a man after midnight, close brackets.
What happens if the man arrives before midnight? That's the thing. That's just, there's no appetite.
The 4 of them will say, sorry, no meatballs for you. 6th on the list. You've never been to an IKEA?
No, I have.
6th on the list there. When Madonna sampled it on her song Hung Up, she had to write a begging letter to Benny and Bjorn for permission because the ABBA songwriters rarely let anybody sample their music.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Gina, welcome. It's terrific to have you here, Gina. Tell us all about yourself.
Well, I'm Gina. I just graduated like a couple months ago, and I'm kind of just from everywhere, really. I don't have like one set place. My dad is half Egyptian, half Turkish. My mum is half Russian, half Syrian, but grew up in Saudi Arabia. And I grew up in Lebanon and then moved to Scotland for a while, and now I live in London.
Wow. That is brilliant.
I never know what to say when people ask me where I'm from.
But no, just say that, and they'll just enjoy the journey. That's fantastic. But you've just graduated. What have you graduated in?
I did film.
Very good indeed. Where were you doing that?
Westminster.
Excellent.
Yeah. I was with Bella as well.
Well, fantastic. She hasn't roped you in, I noticed. She doesn't scream at you on the other side of the street.
Not really.
No.
She hasn't asked me, even though I'm the one with the film degree. That kind of hurts.
I would keep it that way, by the sounds of things. I'm not sure she treats her crew that well. OK, Gina, you're on 48. We need a low score from you. Can you name one of these top 30 ABBA songs?
I don't know if this is going to be one of the ones on the list, but it's my favourite ABBA song. Thank you for the music.
Thank you for the music, says Gina. Look, and that gets an appreciative nod from everybody. No one else got that with their song. Let's see. There's no red line for you because you're the high scorers at the moment, but let's see what happens when we say thank you for the music. Thank you for the music. Absolutely right, Gina. And look at that, down it goes to 8. This is a terrific score, taking your total up to 56.
It's 3rd on the Radio 2 list. Originally recorded in 1977, but only released in the UK as ABBA's last single during their initial period of fame. It reached 33 in the charts in 1983.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Now then, Sammy, welcome to Point.
Hi.
It's great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Sammy.
Well, I'm also a vicar, but I'm a vicar of a school, so I'm a school chaplain.
Do you also teach RE as well as being chaplain?
I do teach a little bit of that, yes, as
yeah.
well. Yeah, and do like fundraising things and
But this is fun.
all sorts of things.
that's
Craft
fun.
club.
Craft club.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
And now, you are on 4, which means 51 or less gets you into the next round. I wonder what you'd like to go for. Have you had all your best answers taken?
I've got quite a lot of ABBA songs running through my head, but I'm trying to remember what they're actually called, which
Yes.
is not so easy. But I'm going to go for, and I hope it's on the list, Honey, Honey.
Honey, honey. Here's your red line. Let's see what happens when we say honey, honey. It's right. Gets you through, Sammy. Down to one. The best till last is what we say. Taking your total up to 5. Very well done.
Yeah, brilliant answer. Never even released in the UK. It's 28th on Radio 2's list. The pointless answers, though, you would have needed to get Andante, Andante, an album track from 1980. Don't Shut Me Down, one of the new tracks that came out in 2021. And Eagle was another pointless one. Also, My Love, My Life, Our Last Summer, Summer Night City, and The Visitors were all pointless answers you could have got. Well done at home. If you got one of those, maybe you're on your way to a hen party dressed as ABBA.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. That brings us to the end of our first round. It means we have to say goodbye to Gina and Bella with their high score of 56. Sorry to be saying goodbye to you so soon, but we'll see you next time. And we're already looking forward to that. Gina and Bella, thank you so much for playing. But for our remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Very, very well done, everybody. Welcome to round 2. This is your reward for being so fantastic in that first round. Sammy, our lowest individual scorer of the whole round. Very well done indeed. And Graham and Sammy, our lowest combined scorers. So it's all going on podium 1. Best of luck to everybody. Our category for round 2 today is European languages. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns German words used in English, Tom.
Absolutely. Super. Ja, genau. On each pass, we're going to give you 6 clues to German words that are used in the English language. The English language. We will give you the initial letter of each word, plus a translation and a brief description of its use in modern English.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Let's reveal our first board of 6 clues, and here they are. Can you guess what these German words are? S, sour cabbage, German dish of shredded cabbage pickled in salt. W, desire to travel, a strong yearning or fondness for travelling. P, noisy ghost, a supernatural being that is supposedly responsible for disturbances such as loud noises and the movement of objects. L, leading theme, a recurring theme throughout a musical or literary work associated with a particular person or situation. H, behind land, the remote areas of a country away from the coast or major rivers. A, fear, a feeling of deep anxiety or dread. There we are. Sammy.
Hello.
Sammy, what are you making of our German words here?
I'm going to go for L, the leading theme. I think it's a leitmotif.
Leitmotif, said Sammy. Shall we see how many of our 100 said leitmotif? Leitmotif is right. Oh, it's a good answer. 4 for leitmotif. 4.
Yeah, great answer, Sam. Famous leitmotifs in modern films include the Imperial March in Star Wars that plays whenever Darth Vader enters or is nearby, or the 2-note shark theme in Jaws. Of course, I think it's a Wagnerian thing, isn't it? I think it's used in the Ring cycle, maybe?
Yes, you're completely right. It was all part of his Gesamtkunstwerk.
Oh, yeah.
Where he brought all the elements of drama together. Everything from the spectacle, the writing, the singing, the music, the whole, every aspect of drama thrown into one massive 360-degree experience. Very exciting.
How long does it last?
I don't know, 5 days, usually.
My.
Gesamtkunstwerk. Now, Marcus, what are you making of our board here and what would you like to go for?
I'm going to say poltergeist.
Poltergeist for the noisy ghost. Should we see how many of our 100 people said poltergeist? Poltergeist is right. Well, 4 is the only score. We have 57 for poltergeist.
Yeah, great word there, poltergeist. The Enfield poltergeist is one of the most famous British stories of paranormal activity. Did you know about it?
No, I didn't.
Police were called to the North London house in 1977 with knocking, furniture moving and whistling were reported. It has spawned several radio and television programmes and a play.
All of which have just passed me by. Passed me by.
Passed you by.
It rings a bell, as I imagined it would. Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Now, Simon, you are the last person to have this board. Would you like to dazzle us with your German?
Yeah. Sauerkraut, I think it's Wanderlust. Angst, I think, is the last one. But I'm going to go for the fifth one, and I hope I'm right. I'm going to say Hinterland.
Hinterland, says Simon. Should we see if Hinterland is right for the hidden territory? Hinterland. Hinterland is absolutely right. 57 is our high score, and you passed that. 4 is our low score, and there you are on 26. Very well done.
Hinterland. Yes, very good choices. Simon went through the board actually very well, but actually did know a better answer there, and maybe this will cause you some angst. But don't you worry. We could have had angst, that would have scored 15. Wanderlust, you were correct, that was 37. Sauerkraut, of course, the one that a lot of people know.
Yes, I mean, a proper sauerkraut is fermented, of course.
Oh, people
Not
love
merely pickled, but
very
fermented.
good, very good for you. People go on about microbiome and things like that. Sauerkraut is a great example of something you can have for that.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at these scores. 4. Well done, Sammy. Once again, with the low scores there, Sammy. She's very good. Then we travel from there to 26, where we find Simon and Louise, and from there up to 57, where we find Marcus and Luke. A little bit ahead there, but Luke, a brilliant answer on the next board, could turn everything around. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more German words used in English up on the board, and here they are. L, store, a beer that is typically light in colour and body, having been matured after fermentation. G, health, exclamation used to wish good health to someone who's just sneezed. S, harm joy, pleasure derived from the misfortunes of others. K, children's garden, an establishment where preschool children can learn and play. B, education novel, a book dealing with its hero's formative years, a coming-of-age story. And S, play game, an elaborate speech or story, typically one used by a salesperson. There we are. Now, Louise, you're on 26. Should you score 30 or less, you'd be straight into the head-to-head.
I'm going to go with the last one and say spiel.
OK, spiel or spiel. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you below this red line with spiel. Spiel is right. Very good indeed. Look at that, 29. 30 needed, 29 attained, taking your total up to 55.
Also where we get Glockenspiel from. Spiel. It goes back to an old High German word, spielon, which also means to play.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Luke, on 57. So we need a low score from you, Luke.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, I think.
It is quite difficult.
Yeah, I only know one for sure. I'm going to have to go with it, kindergarten.
OK, kindergarten for the K in the middle. Let's see how many of our 100 said kindergarten. There's no red line for you as you're the high scorers at the moment. Kindergarten is right. 64, taking your total up to 121.
The founder of the kindergarten was a German educator and reformer named Friedrich Froebel. He opened his first infant school in 1837 in the town of Blankenburg.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. And now, Graham, there you are on 4. You are through to the next round, even if you score 100, which I would know you won't, but if you were to score 100, you'd still be in the head-to-head. Would you like to talk us through the board and fill in the blanks?
L store. Am I allowed to say Lidl on the BBC? G is Gesundheit. S, I don't know. B sounds like backstory, but that doesn't sound like a very German word. I'm going to go with Gesundheit.
You're going to go with Gesundheit for health. Should we see how many of our 100 said Gesundheit? There's no red line for you for the lovely reason that you're already through. Gesundheit. Gesundheit is right. 31, take your total up to 35.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
Sandra, do you know the rest of them?
I think it's a lager, isn't it? The very top there.
Ah, very good.
It's a lager.
Yes, absolutely correct. And that would have scored 58.
Schadenfreude is the harm joy.
Schadenfreude. That would have scored 13. And then the last one, an education novel, a book dealing with its hero's formative years, a coming-of-age story.
This is a rather niche. It's Bildungsroman.
Indeed it is. A Bildungsroman. And that would have scored you 3.
There we are. That brings us to the end of our second round. It means we have to say goodbye to our second pair of the show. Marcus and Luke, I'm afraid you are that second pair. You've done twice as well as you did in your first show. Keep this trajectory up and we'll see you in the final next time. We'll look forward to that. Marcus and Luke, thank you very much. For the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Huge congratulations, Graham and Sammy, Simon and Louise. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,250. Before we play the head-to-head, though, we have a chance to throw more money into that jackpot by seeing if we can find a couple of pointless answers, just for fun, you understand. So here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Captain Underpants novels as they could. Tom.
Yes, you're going to see 6 options here. 2 are scoring, 2 are pointless, and 2 are not titles of Captain Underpants novels at all. Captain Underpants, of course, written by Dave Pilkey. £250 in the jackpot for each pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed. So can you identify the pointless Captain Underpants novels from these 6? The Mega Mean Time Machine, The Revolting Revenge of the Radioactive Robo-Boxers, The Perilous Plot of Professor Poopy Pants, The Wrath of the Wicked Wedgie Woman, The Tyrannical Retaliation of the Turbo Toilet 2000, and The Incredibly Strange Creatures Who Stopped Living and Became Mixed Up Zombies. There we are. I don't know if anyone knows anything, but now would be a great time to share.
Our kids read them, but I've no idea.
Same here.
I would possibly say not the top one and not the bottom one.
That's exactly what I thought.
OK, so Graham and Sammy, it's
they're
over to you.
not.
What would you like to nominate as a pointless Captain Underpants novel?
Should we go for Wedgie Woman?
Yes, Wedgie Woman.
We're going to have a guess at The Wrath of the Wicked Wedgie Woman.
OK, The Wicked Wedgie Woman. Is that a pointless Captain Underpants novel? It's definitely of that canon. Scoring 4. Scoring 4, Simon and Louise. Which one do you want to go for?
It's got to be The Perilous Plot of Professor Poopy Pants.
OK, Professor Poopy Pants. Should we see if that is a pointless Captain Underpants novel? Well, Poopy Pants is another in the series. 2. Oh, well.
Oh, you were so good because you immediately picked the incorrect ones, the ones that aren't novels in the series. The Mega Mean Time Machine is a title in Francesca Simon's Horrid Henry book series, Horrid Henry and the Mega Mean Time Machine. And also, The Incredibly Strange Creatures Who Stopped Living and Became Mixed Up Zombies is a cult horror musical from 1964. So well done on that. Then, from the remaining 4, you picked the worst 2 you could pick. The ones to go for as pointless answers were The Revolting Revenge of the Radioactive Robo-Boxers and The Tyrannical Retaliation of the Turbo Toilet 2000.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. And, well, we didn't find any pointless answers, but it was a fun world to dwell in for a moment or 2. Let's play the head-to-head. OK, now the first player to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you're now allowed to confer before you give your answers, which is nice. Best of luck to everybody. Our first category today is Tom Allen's Slices of Cake. Tom Allen.
You're welcome. We're going to show you 5 slices of cake that I have drawn to the best of my ability. We'll also give you the names of those cakes, but we've taken slices out of them, so you'll only see every other letter. All you have to do is name the cakes.
Here we go. 5 cakes, as drawn by Tom. We have cake A, B-T-E-B-R. B, C-O-O-L-N. C, F-N-A-T-F-N-Y. D, V-C-O-I-S-O-G. I think that's a beautiful painting, by the way. I could see that on the wall of a very expensive house.
Oh, OK. Maybe there's a market for that.
I'd
love to see myself
on a... Market of one.
A market of one.
But there.
I'll gladly have it framed, sell it to you.
E. D-B-S-T-R-E. OK, there we are. 5 beautifully reimagined slices of cake. There we go. Now, Graham and Sammy, you're our low scorers, so you get to go first.
We're going to have to go with something that we think is probably quite a high scorer. So we're going to go with Fondant Fancy C.
You are going to go with C, Fondant Fancy. Simon and Louise, can you talk us through the other slices of cake?
We wish we
I
could.
wish we could. Battenberg is A.
A.
And Victoria Sponge is D. Unfortunately, we're struggling with the other two. I think the second word is taught in the E, but don't know what it is.
No, so we'll have to go.
Victoria Sponge.
Yeah, we'll go D, Victoria Sponge.
You're going to go Victoria Sponge. So we have Fondant Fancy, Victoria Sponge. Graham and Sammy went for Fondant Fancy for C. How many of our 100 said that? Fondant Fancy. Absolutely right. And it's not a bad score. Down it goes to 17 for Fondant Fancy. Simon and Louise, meanwhile, have gone for Victoria Sponge for D. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? Victoria Sponge is right. 61 for Victoria Sponge. That means well done, Graham and Sammy. After one question, you're up 1-0.
I'm just delighted that they looked like cakes.
Yeah. So A, Battenberg.
Battenberg.
Nobody was challenged by that.
No.
I'm guessing that's a high score.
77. Now, the more
Okay.
difficult ones. OK, what
Should we do E first?
Let's do E.
Torta, as Simon pointed out, is absolutely right.
This is a dobos tort. It's from Hungary. Would have scored you 1.
OK, so then we come
to
this thing. I mean,
B.
listen, I want to say choco, but that's not going to be right. Chocoflan, chocoblan.
Frustratingly, if you'd gone with any instinct to say chocoflan, you would have been absolutely right. And you would have got a pointless answer.
No.
Chocoflan is a Mexican dessert that combines chocolate cake, flan, and caramel topping.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much indeed, Tom. OK, here comes your second question, Simon and Louise. You have to win this one to stay in the game, so good luck. Our second question is all about freshwater habitats, Tom.
Boring. We're going to show you 5 types of freshwater habitat. That is bodies of water that have a low salt content and provide a home to a wide variety of plants and animals. OK. However, we've removed alternate letters from the names. Please give us these freshwater habitats.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 freshwater habitats, and here they come. We have MRHPN, WTAD, SRN, and LK. There we are. Now then, Simon and Louise will go first.
Stream. No. Oh, no.
Right, we're going to go to the third one down and
Yes.
say wetland.
Wetland, say Simon and Louise. Graham and Sammy, can you talk us through the rest of that board?
Well, marsh, pond, lake at the bottom, and my wife has pulled a blinder and come up with the S one.
I think it's Strand.
Are you going to go for Strand?
We're going to go for Strand.
You're going to go for Strand. We have wetland and we have Strand. In the order they were given, Simon and Louise went for wetland. Let's see how many of our 100 said that for the middle one. Wetland is right. Down it goes to 16. Not bad. Now, meanwhile, Graham and Sammy have gone for Strand for the 4th one down. At the last minute, Sammy suddenly saw Strand. Is Strand right? How many people said it, if it is? It is right. And he wins the point for you. And it goes down to 4. Very well done indeed. And that means, Graham and Sammy, after only 2 questions, you are straight through to the final 2-0.
Yeah. We were actually thinking of spring as the answer then, which would have scored 7. But there is a meaning of strand that can refer to a freshwater area, such as a rivulet. So we can accept that. And 4 of our 100 said that at the poll, so it scores 4. At the top, yeah, marsh, that was popular, it's 39. And the next one down, pond, of course, 46. And the last one, you might have thought was lake, but it's actually Lorraine Kelly. No,
Loke.
it is lake. It is lake, and that would have scored a huge amount, 77.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Tom. That means the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round. Simon and Louise, I'm afraid it is you. We will see you next time, when it will be your third show, and I'm sure we can take it through to the final on that occasion. But thanks so much for playing, Simon and Louise. For Graham and Sammy, though, it is now time for the Pointless Final. Congratulations, Graham and Sammy. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy.
Hooray.
You now have a chance to win the Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £2,250. Well, as ever, it's all going to hang on a pointless answer.
Yeah.
So it's all down to what comes up on the board. What would you like to come up on the board?
Sport or
for him.
literature.
Literature for me, maybe. I mean,
OK.
something on the Bible, but like
That'd be good.
I doubt that would come up, but...
Let's have a look and see. Today's selection reads thus.
No way.
Senior church figures.
I'm not going to know that.
Comedy, horror, musical theatre. Things with lots of vowels in their names. And the 2023 Men's Rugby Union World Cup. Senior church figures it is, then.
No,
what?
no. Well, don't assume. What?
I don't know.
Do you know the rugby one?
I don't know what the question is.
When people have a very particular strong suit,
Yeah.
and it comes up, and you think, oh, well, there we are. The number of times people are shy of it for that very reason.
Because you don't want to look...
Well, listen,
But also, we're quite informal church people, so if it's all about
If it's like Catholic
hierarchy...
cardinals, we won't know any of them.
OK. No, I know exactly. I totally respect
I
that.
don't think...
It's certainly not the second one.
Oh, I don't know. What
Should we just
That's
go
last
for
year's
the
World Cup. I
obvious?
don't even know who... Oh, South Africa beat
No,
England in the final.
If you don't know that, then you're not going to know the answers.
Oh, let's try it.
OK, go
Come
on,
on,
then.
let's do senior church figures
Let's
for the
play
vicar
true
and the
to
vicar.
type.
We are looking for the name of any Archbishop of Canterbury from 1660, when the post was reinstated following the restoration of the monarchy, all the way up to September 2024. Or the name of any Archbishop of Westminster from 1850, when the post was created by the Catholic Church, up to September 2024. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. As always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Cranmer, Temple,
Runcie.
Runcie.
Who was in between those two? Williams. Who wrote that book, Ramsay?
Yeah. Temple, Ramsey. Yeah, Ramsey.
Ramsay might be good.
What's his first name?
Runcie. Robert Runcie.
Yeah. Ramsey.
Michael.
Michael Ramsey.
I was going to say Courtney, but it's not.
No, not yeah. Cranmer. Who's after Cranmer? Anyone down back then?
No,
Sorry,
after
who's
Cranmer.
after Cranmer?
Don't know.
Don't know anyone back then.
Well, yeah.
19th century.
Cranmer's going to not be a pointless
19th
answer.
century.
I think let's go Runcie.
And Ramsey.
OK.
Yeah.
But we don't
10
know
seconds
Ramsay.
left.
William Ramsay.
Michael.
Michael Ramsay, William Temple, and Robert Ramsay. OK.
OK, there we are. That is your
Okay.
time up. Let's have your 3 answers.
Robert Runcie.
Robert Runcie,
William Temple
William Temple,
and Michael Ramsay.
and Michael Ramsey. And these are all in the first category, Archbishops
Yes,
of
they're all
Canterbury.
Archbishops of Canterbury.
There we are. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Ramsay, we think.
OK, Michael Ramsey we put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Runcie.
No.
Robert Runcie,
Oh, yeah.
and then William Temple goes in the middle. So Robert Runcie, William Temple, Michael Ramsey. Let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have Robert Runcie, William Temple, Michael Ramsey. Well, if one of these turns out to be pointless, you will be leaving here with £2,250. What would you like to do with that?
Well, we've got 3 children of very expensive age, so we will probably blow it all on a holiday for the 2 of us, I think.
I think that sounds like a very sensible thing to do. Sammy, anything you need to add to that?
I think we'd give a little bit to charity, but yeah, we might put it onto a holiday.
Very nice.
see.
Well, that would be a lovely thing to do. Let's hope one of these fine names will allow that to happen. Robert Runcie is your first answer. In all 3 cases, we are looking for Archbishops of Canterbury. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Robert Runcie. Might he be pointless? Well, he's right, but we knew that. It's a question of how many people remembered Robert Runcie, because £2,250 is riding on this if it's pointless. Down we go to 10 with Robert Runcie, not quite into single figures. So let's turn quickly to William Temple, exactly the same criteria. How many of our 100 people named William Temple as an Archbishop of Canterbury? William Temple is also right. Well, Robert Runcie took us all the way down to 10. William Temple now takes us down through the 20s. Into the teens, passing 10, still going down with William Temple, still going down with William Temple. 1. Oh, that's annoying. Not a pointless answer. So we now turn our attention to Michael Ramsey. You put Michael Ramsey last. You thought that was your best shot at a pointless answer. So if William Temple scores 1, by that logic, Michael Ramsey should be pointless. How many of our 100 people said it? Right. £2,250 riding on Michael Ramsey. Might he be a pointless Archbishop of Canterbury? Down we go through the teens, into single figures, still going down. Oh, no, 5 for Michael Ramsey. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, you've done very well. 3 great answers, down to 1 with William Temple. But I'm afraid we didn't find the all-important pointless answer, so I'm afraid you are not taking home today's jackpot. But you have won today's pointless trophies. Yay. So very, very well done indeed for that.
Oh, such good answers. You were so unlucky. William Temple, Archbishop of Canterbury in the 1940s, but his father, Frederick, was also Archbishop of Canterbury. Nepo, baby. Oh, and Frederick Temple was pointless, his father, if you'd got his father. But we could have had some other pointless answers. Let's see those. We could have had Cosmo Lang, who became Archbishop of Canterbury in 1928. Not to be confused with K.D. Lang, who, of course, sang Constant Craving. Frederick Cornwallis, 1768. You could have had Randall Davidson, of course. They were a favourite of yours, Graham. 1903. Thomas Tennyson, huge, huge hit in 1695. The other pointless answers were Archibald Campbell Tate, Charles Manners Sutton, Edward White Benson, Gilbert Sheldon, John Bird Summer, John Potter, John Tillotson, Matthew Hutton, Thomas Herring, William Juxon, and, of course, William Wake, or was it William Wacky? We don't know. Archbishops of Westminster in the Catholic Church since 1850. There were only 4 pointless answers here. They were Bernard Griffin, Francis Bourne, Herbert Vaughan, and John Heenan. Very well done, and blessings to you if you've got a pointless answer at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. And thank you, Graham and Sammy. It's been wonderful having you on the show. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That will therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £3,250. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Tom.
Amen.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.